What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl AC the Mogo. Thanks for joining me. So today it's about 6 p.m. and I'm at a random rest area. I believe I'm in um, near Richmond, Virginia, kind of between Richmond, Virginia and Washington. And I figure I really need to get some steps in today. Usually I like to do this video early in the morning, but I had to, after yesterday, y'all know the festivities that happened. I streamed Clarissa's fight, um, and I was up till 2 in the morning with y'all, knowing that I had to be up by 4 a.m. So I did wake up at 4 a.m. and I got my load to North Carolina on time, but I did not get to do my daily walk. So it's kind of not dark yet, but the sun is kind of starting to go down. So I'm hoping that with y'all, I can get in a quick um, 7 to 8,000 steps. 8,000 steps is really the goal. So that's what I'm gonna do. So like I said, I'm at a random truck stop. Rest area, and I'm just going to do laps and laps and laps around this rest area until I hit 3 miles. What I normally do is track the miles on my app. So I have Map My Walk on my phone, and also Apple tracks my steps, but I use Map My Walk. It tracks my steps, it tracks my time, and every time I hit a mile walked, it'll tell me 1 mile walked, um, however many minutes it took, and then at the end, it'll give me my calories and stuff like that. So I just wanted to do this video while it was live, while it was still daylight, and y'all can still see me, and to get some company. I want to welcome all the new subscribers to my channel. Y'all just made my whole entire freaking day, okay? Like, I wasn't even going to do that. Like, I never do that. Like, I never stream the fights because, it's illegal, but I did do it. Not something I'm proud of, but I am happy that I got all of you guys, the new people that came to my channel. Um, so if you don't know, this is a truck, basically like a trucking, health, fitness, and faith channel. So I do a lot of kind of like day in the life of a truck driver. As I live on the road, I live out here full time. Um, yeah, I live out here on this road. I haven't been home in 2 months, maybe now. Yeah, so I pretty much live on my truck. Um, so with that being said, if you're trying to take care of your health, that comes with a whole new amount of responsibilities and whatnot. Y'all already know that. Just trying to take care of your health as a regular person is one thing. Like, you get access to the grocery stores if you want, you don't have to worry about parking. But with trucks, we have to always consider where we going to get our next meal from. Are we eating at these truck stops where the food is overpriced and out of control? Where I remember trying to get peanut butter and jelly. A loaf of bread, peanut butter and jelly costs over $20 at a truck stop. That's how they be getting us out here. So I'll show the grocery stores and truck stops I use. I cook on my truck, the utensils that I use. I show meals. I'll be doing walks, and I'm thinking about doing my weightlifting video tonight as well. But I don't know because it's gonna be dark. It'll be inside my truck. But I do try to lift 3 times a week. I started out at hi. Who this? Hi, cover. Overcomer. Ooh, I love that. Overcomer. Yeah. Strong arm. Yeah. Yeah, I try to do that because that I started out 140 pounds and I'm down to 232 pounds. And y'all know we get these physicals every month to qualify to maintain, staying a truck driver. You have to get these, not every month, you have to get a physical done every so often. And it's going to determine if you fit enough to drive a truck. And if even if you overweight, you can drive a truck, even if you obese, because I have seen some people where you have to pray for them when you see them. But they do make it more difficult if you are obese. And a lot of people look at this video and be like, girl, you're not obese. Obese where? Where? But like you probably can't really see me like that, but it's still 241 pounds. And I am 5 foot 1.5. So according to that chart, when I go in to get my physical and stuff done, yeah, it's a thing. It definitely be a thing that they try to give you extra tests for, like, oh, do you have sleep apnea and all this extra stuff? So as truck drivers, if you want to be able to drive, as you can see, I'm the only one walking around this truck stop. It's not a lot of us that exercise out here like this and try to do it consistently. Whew. So I'm hoping that this inspires and you don't know, maybe just get y'all guys a chance to get to know me. I've been driving semis for 6 years. January this year made 6 years. Yeah, so that's what we doing. I feel like I should have streamed it like this. Like I feel like I should have streamed it the other way, but it's okay. We on the wide view today. Y'all got any questions, any comments, anything y'all want to ask or say? I don't know how long I'm going to stay on here today. I just know I try to come on live to do these walks like at least once a week, but twice for sure. But I live in let's see. Overcomer said it's great that you taking your health serious. Hold on. The comment fades away for some reason. I don't know why I be doing that. Give me 1 second. I got these gloves on. Okay, she said it's great that you. Why is it dark? Taking your health seriously. I can only imagine it's not easy doing that while on the road, but you're doing great. Keep it up. Thank you. I want to make you a moderator. I need more moderators in here. It says I'm gonna make you a standard moderator. It says you can review and remove chat messages, hide and put users in timeout. So the next time you comment Overcomer, it should be blue. Whew. I do that sometimes when I get positive feedback and encouragement and just genuine, humane love from people because, you know, who doesn't want good, positive energy, good, positive people around, especially in these lives? Sometimes you get really nasty, rude, mean comments when all you trying to really do is, share your life with people. Let's see. I subscribed. Thank you. And watching. For some reason, the comments fade away so quick on YouTube. I subscribed and while watching the fight last night. Thank you for the stream. You're so welcome. Yeah, thank you. So they hit me with the copyright strike. Not like a strike, but like they definitely hit me with the copyright. Um, talking about, you know, but that's okay. They're not gonna let me keep the watch hours. They're not gonna let me keep the watch hours or the how do you say, the 200,000 views. At least I don't know. I don't think they will because it's copyright. But I got what I needed out of it anyway. So I was able to get you guys the 6,000 subscribers in 3 hours, which I'm really, really grateful for. And I wanted to do a vlog, like not a vlog, but like a sit down video. Hey, I'll read your comment in just a second. I wanted to do a sit down video and talk about how um, what I learned from that. Uh, and I guess I'll share a little bit of it here. What I learned from getting 6,000 subscribers in 3 hours. What I learned and how I did that, I wanted to make that video because I think a lot of people that are wanting to be YouTubers, including myself, we look at all these other channels and we see, the fast growth that they have. And, comparison is a thief of all joy. So what do we say in our hearts? Oh, I want that. Why that's not happening for me type of situation, or what do I got to do? So I felt convicted in my spirit, and I'm going to talk about this in a separate video. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and talk about it here too. Because why not? Y'all here with me. But I felt convicted in my spirit after I did the stream. First off, I woke up. I was so excited on the little 2 hours of sleep I got because it took me years to get 7,000 subscribers. It took me years to get that, right? And then I turned around and got six by doing something that I knew good and dang on well I wasn't supposed to be doing, right? I knew that was going to be a copyright thing, but I did it anyway because I wanted to see what would happen. I wanted to see if it would give me views, and I wanted to see if YouTube would actually let me do it. So I did it. So the conviction in my heart today came from a friend of mine, Lala. She was in the chat yesterday. Um, she was in blue in the chat yesterday. I kept pinning her comments, but she said something that stood out to me. She said, I said, you know what? I want to invite you onto my channel because she's in real life, she's a fitness instructor. She was my Zumba instructor. She works at LA Fitness. She does body pump, and I lost 30 pounds when I was coming home every day as a trucker. I was going to the gym with her, working out at her classes 3 times a week. So I'm like, yo, I want to get you on my channel because her channel's just starting out. She's got about 2,000 subscribers right now. And she was like, you know what? She was like, no, it's okay. She was like, my channel, she was like, as I grow, my channel will grow. Did y'all hear what I said? What she said, as she grows, her channel will grow. That's when the conviction came in. She wasn't talking about me. She was happy for me. Like when I called her and was like, yo, before I could say anything, she was like, did you see what happened on the live last night? Like you want friends like that that's happy for you, excited, like it's their own success. So she was talking about herself, like, as I grow, my channel will grow. Like, as I post more and become more consistent, so will my channel reflect that. Yo, when I tell you that broke me down, because then I started thinking to myself, like, huh, did I just juke the system? Did I just rig the system? You know what I'm saying? And where the conviction is, it's not about, okay, yeah, you did such a big sin where you did a copyright and you did a live. Okay, no, it's not necessarily about that. It's about my heart posture. It was about my heart posture, right? My heart posture was taking a shortcut. Me wanting something potentially before I might even be ready to receive it. So like check this out. Uh okay, for example, weight loss. Now, I don't want to get into I don't want to down nobody for taking shots or going to get lipo and butt injections and all that type of stuff. I'm not down in that, but I'm going to use it for an example. Taking shortcuts instead of putting yourself in position with the discipline and the self-control that it takes, like what I'm doing now. Just walking, sticking to walking every single day, right? So something somebody said to me on one of these weight loss vlogs was, if you could snap your fingers and get the body that you want now and be 50 pounds, a lot of us wouldn't even know what to do. We would gain the weight right back. Who that? Who that? What up, Trucker Zach? I'm gonna read the comments in just a second. So, a lot of us, if we got the weight that we wanted, and we snapped our fingers, we could have it. We would gain the weight right back. So, if rich today, we snapped our fingers and got rich, we would be poor again just shortly after, right? And the reasons why, what's got me thinking and getting out here and walking every day, consistency, and what's got me focused on my heart posture with this whole subscriber and taking shortcuts, is because now I'm thinking like, dang, that's crazy. Who do you have to be? Who do you have to become to maintain a 13,000 subscriber channel? Who do you have to become to get rich and maintain that money? Who do you have to become to maintain your dream physique, 150 pounds? Who do you got to be to maintain that? So from that standpoint, that's what's forcing me to get out here every day. Because yeah, I'm 200 and I started at 241. I'm down to 232. But who do I gotta be? Who do I gotta be to maintain me at 150? So if I can't do that now at 232, then how I'm talking about I want to get down to 150? If I can't manage what little money I got as a truck driver, right? Because I've struggled with addiction going to the casino. I've had and saved over $20,000 several times as a truck driver and squandered a lot of it, right? And then be looking back like, yo, how you do that? You don't think that that's the type of things you would do. But your habits, your mindset, and everything that you're doing now, you got to bridge the gap. Who do it take for you to become that person? So that's what I'm asking myself. That's why I'm out here walking by myself as a female in a male dominated industry at a truck stop where I feel vulnerable, where when they see me, they do stuff like that. Slow down, stop and stare, attract attention to me, be like, oh, they know man with her today. It's uncomfortable for me. But I'm not worried about them. I'm still getting out here and doing it. So I'm hoping that this video inspires and it asks the question, you know, what is our excuse? Because what I realized with me taking that shortcut, which I said I'm grateful for the subscribers that came, but it really helped me see my heart posture like, dang, did you just take a shortcut? Are you ready for 13 to 20,000 subscribers? Who do you got to be to maintain that? Because see, if y'all go back into my previous videos, I had videos where I got 84,000 views and such when I was doing a trucking video, in particularly this one where my son's father came and served me. Uh, he tried to get full custody of my son, and I was actually vlogging when he served me. When he actually sent his friend to serve me, I was in the middle of a vlog, and I got served this custody paperwork. And I was doing a day in the life trucking video. That video like blew up. It got like 84,000 views, and I had never had that much traffic to this channel. So that's where the bulk of my subscribers came from. But I wasn't ready for what that entailed. It scared, you ever heard of somebody scared of success? It scared the daylights out of me, right? So we look at other people and we think we want things based on, we might have jealousy, compares like the thief of all joy, and we think we want something so bad. But like Eric Thomas, ET, used to say, it took me 38 years to become 38. I didn't become 38 in 20 years. I didn't become 38 at 2 years old. Like there's a growth process and a growth level and a maturity that has to take place in your mind, in our minds, in order to maintain the things that we want. Because if we got it before time, we would lose it. So God is so good that He'll let us mature into things sometimes. And sometimes He'll let us get it and see that we lost it. Like I said, I saved 20,000 twice. One time I lost it, it was due to my own foolishness with money. Thinking like, boom, oh, I'm making 2,600 a week. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go in the casino. I'm gonna blow that money. I'll get it back. Oh, I blew 3,000 in the casino. I make it in a week. It's cool. I'll be back up next week. Okay, like that's not money. But that's the mindset that I ended up being in at that time. You know, so what I kind of want to end this conversation with, I'm not gonna end the live. I'm gonna go and read some of y'all chats. But what I want to kind of summarize this up with is there was this one day where, you know, my trailer was full. I just dropped off a load, and uh, they left a pallet. And for those of y'all that know, like a pallet, you know, like a stack full of meat, probably like the size up to here to my dang on face. It was a pallet, one single pallet, but it was full of boxes of beef, different cuts of beef, steak, excuse me, ground beef, all types of beef. And I could not go pick up my next load until I got rid of it. So my company was like, just get rid of it. Mind you, it's heavy. It's probably like thousands of pounds. I can't carry it, and I would hate to have put that on the side of the road, right? And this is the key that I want to do this home run with, because we think we praying, we don't always get what we pray for. We get what we're prepared for. Do you know how many places I tried to call to get people? I tried to call family, friends. I'm like, yo, don't you got a food truck? Do you want this meat? I got so much meat, you could feed like 20,000 people. I was calling around like, yo, you could feed like 20,000 people. I got extra meat. It's all beef. You could sell plates. You literally could do a whole come up off of how much meat I had, bro. And I called everybody, like everybody that I knew. And I could not, nobody had the capacity to hold this meat. Nobody could receive the blessing, bro. Nobody, not one person. So I was like, dang, ain't that crazy? We be praying for the come up. We be praying for certain things, but we don't even have the space or the capacity to hold a blessing when it come in, because we're not even prepared. And even if you was, you have to have a walk-in, you got to have a walk-in freezer for that much meat. You get what I'm saying? And not only do you got to have a walk-in freezer, I finally call a place, and they like, yeah, I found a place in Ohio. And I'm like, yo, I got so much meat. I'm like, you could literally, I said, I see y'all are a homeless shelter and a food pantry. And I'm like, they're like, yeah, we actually have a community where people get apartments here. So not only they get them on their feet, they give them all apartments. So it was like an apartment complex, food pantry, soup kitchen, all in one in Ohio. So I'm like, oh, I pray this is the place. So I call them like, yo, I got so much meat. I really need to get this off my truck. I have nowhere to take it. And I'm like, nobody has the capacity and is prepared for this blessing. It's so much food. So they like, oh, bet. I'm like, I'm in a 16 wheeler. They like, oh, I mean, a 18 wheeler. They like, okay, bet, pull up. Only place prepared for this blessing. Okay. Not only did they have multiple walk in freezers, they also had the docks, because if you driving one of these big trucks, this is not no box truck. So you also had to be prepared in a way that you can allow a semi truck, a big dock to pull in and not get stuck in this little bitty community. So I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm so excited. I pull up to the dock. Not only were they prepared with the dock, they were prepared with the walk-in freezer. But now I don't have a pallet jack. I don't touch freight. That's not what I do. So what happened? They also prepared. They had the workers that could come on the dock, get the pallet off the back of my truck, and take it where it needed to go. That's who the blessing comes down to. It's not always about, oh, you see this channel like my heart posture was earlier. I seen this channel, these channels blowing up, and I'm looking like, dang, these channels blowing up and they got 50,000 subscribers. I mean, excuse me, they got 52 videos and they got 50,000 subscribers. I got 200 videos and I only got 7,000 subscribers. Let me try to take this shortcut real quick and see what happens. That's where a heart posture and a disappointment come in. So that's what I learned. Like I said, I don't regret it because all lessons, and I got all of y'all for the blessing. But I do practice self awareness and I do try to walk with God and I do try to practice self control, and all these things align with that. So, what I want to leave it with is we don't get necessarily all the time what we pray for, we get what we prepared for. And comparison definitely is the thief of all joy. You want the blessing? Hold on. Woo! We just hit a mile, 1 mile down, 1 mile down, 2 miles to go, 2 miles to go. Oh, I gotta walk it up. It took me 25 minutes to walk that 1 mile. I gotta step it up. So yeah, y'all, that's that's all the way around. That's something that can apply to all of our lives, right? That's not just something that you use for weight loss, right? We take shortcuts in weight loss. For me, I have gained and lost the same 30 pounds for probably a decade, bruh. Like, I'm not saying this to put myself down. I'm saying this to let y'all know that I struggle. We all struggle. These are things that the fruit of the spirit. One of the fruits of the spirit is self-control, right? And we looking at everything outside of us instead of being patient and comparing. But one of the fruits of the spirit is patience. It says, let patience have her perfect work in you. That's what it says in the Bible. So, and also it talks about the talents, the parable of the talents. Are we supposed to be the person that have all these gifts and all these talents, including our body, and just let it go to the wayside and not take care of it? No, we're supposed to be a good shepherd over our bodies, a good steward over our bodies. We're supposed to be, that's a talent that he gave to us, a gift that he gave to us, a blessing that he gave to us. We're supposed to be a good shepherd, a steward over our financial success, because if you notice, with the talents, he gave out 3 talents to people, which is money at that time. 3 gifts, 3 blessings, 3 money, right? To 3 different people. Two of them, one of them he gave more money to. I don't remember the exact story, but I'm gonna paraphrase it. Let's just say he gave like 3 to 5 talents to one person because of their capacity to hold and do everything that he knew they were supposed to do. If you look at that like subscribers, he might give 50,000 subscribers to one person, then turn around and give 10,000 to another person, or $10,000 to another person. And then to one person, he gave one. He gave one, probably 1,000 subscribers or $1,000 to one person. He came back, and after so much time, this is in the Bible, story in the Bible, parable of the talents. They came back, and the dude that he gave the most talents to, oh, he flipped it, doubled it. Like, oh, what up? This what you gave me? Great, master. I give you all of this back and then some. I doubled, tripled your money, right? What did Gucci baby mama do when he was in jail? She flipped all that money. You see what I'm saying? Now so he got blessed with more. Boom. Check out the second person he gave something to. The second person was like, all right, you gave me 10,000. I flipped it to 20,000. What did he say? His master was like, good, well done, my good and faithful servant. The third talent, he gave him just one talent. That's all he gave him is one. Because see, God know our capacity. He know the people that's gonna do what they supposed to do, and be fruitful and multiply, and not just sexually, in every sense. He gave him one talent. This dude came back with the one talent and was resentful and had the nerve to be like, um, yeah, I see you only gave me one talent. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing. Y'all can read this story in the Bible. He like, yo, I see you only gave me one talent. So he wasn't really feeling it. Like he was actually blaming the masters. He was like, I know how angry you be getting if I was to mess your money up. So I just buried it in the ground. Here go your one talent back. That servant was put to death. Now, extreme, right? But he basically, that's on a physical, but let's talk about it spiritually. We basically kill ourselves. He give us this body, and what do? We be fruitful and multiply. We double it up, triple it up to where we 3, 4, 5, 600 pounds, right? That's a talent. He give us the ability to have wisdom. Some of us, we keep all of our wisdom to ourselves. That's a talent. He give us the ability to be like, attractive, or like me. He give me ability to drive trucks and have a YouTube channel and get on here. I'm flawed in all the areas I just told y'all about, right? And I'm taking shortcuts and certain things like that. But this is me actively trying to use my body as a temple, take this walk, take care of my body, take care of my talent, take care of my temple, be a good steward over it, take my financial situation and live like I'm broke so that I can save and put myself in a better position, right? Take this subscriber and this thing and not look at it like, dang, why everybody got everything else They all got all these subscribers and I don't got nothing. No. God know what he doing. He gave you what he gave you. He gave me what he gave me. If I had 100,000 subscribers right now, I don't know that I would have the capacity to handle that because I've never did that before. And if I got scared when I got 80,000 that last time views, like this time I'm prepared. See, it talks about I'm sorry I wasn't supposed to be preaching y'all, but I'm not sorry. I'm just dropping some gems. I don't. One reason I got scared when I got that 80,000 views is because I don't want to build my house on sand. That's a story in the Bible too. We want to build a foundation that's on a rock, that's so strong that we sitting there like trees on the like trees. When the wind blows and the storm comes and the fall and winter and the leaves fall off, that tree still planted firm. It's not worried. It's not stressed out about what's going on around it. That's how we supposed to be with our circumstances. We got so much faith that we trust and believe God, and we doing everything in our power to be in alignment that we're not worried about the different seasons that's coming. So that's my goal right now. And I'm gonna check out some of these comments. But yeah, that's where my head at today, y'all. That's where my head at on this walk. Amen, truckers. A. Let me check this. Check out some of these comments because I know. See, it's getting dark out here, but I'm not stopping until I hit them 2 miles. Let me see. Preach it. Preach. Who that? Basis. La. Yes. Overcome through faith. La. That's the friend I told y'all about that said that she said she would grow when her channel will grow when she grows. And I'm still gonna encourage y'all to go over and to support her. If y'all want to lose weight, she got fitness, health, all type of content with juicing. She's vegan. You don't have to be, but I lost 30 pounds just going to her gym classes. She's a gym instructor at LA Fitness. She got the game, and like I said, just that mindset, that conviction I felt in my spirit earlier when she said that. She wasn't even talking about me. She was talking about her. We was talking on the phone. She was celebrating my success with the 6,000 subscribers, and said, "Yo, I'm like, I'm trying to get her channel up. Like, yeah, let me see how I can get your channel up too." She like, listen, you know, my channel gonna grow when I grow. That right there had my whole wheels turning all day. Like, boom, conviction. I started looking at my heart posture, and that's how everything that I just said flooded out to y'all. So I'm planning to make that a video, even though I just talked about it in this walk. I'm planning to make that a video. How I gained 6,000 subscribers in 3 hours and what that taught me. And the reason I'm gonna make it a video is because what you think everybody out here doing on YouTube? They trying to figure it out. They trying to figure out how they can get subscribers, how they can get their views up. So the thing about it is what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give people what they want, but they leave with what they need. So if you think you're gonna come here and see 6,000 subscribers, how to get it real quick, and I'm gonna give you the game, but you see like, oh snap, she just put me onto a whole soul food meal in my spirit. Right? So that's what I'm trying to do. Let me see. Vegan. I'm vegan too, la la. Overcoming, yes. I was thinking the preaching. I was thinking she preaching. It's refreshing to have like-minded community. Yes, see, I'm so happy that I did do that live. God is so good. Yes, yes. Truckers A, my bad. Truckers A. Amen. Preach. La la. See, Overcomer said that shows your level of integrity. You will be blessed for your heart posture. Yes. Right on. Howard says, hey AC, I walk 3 miles every day. Yes. You should pace yourself and carry a small pack of tissues and pocket to wipe nose in cold weather. Thank you, Howard. A mile and a milestone, Lala says. We have to be in position to receive God blessings. Yes. Y'all know it broke my heart to call my family and friends. You know how much barbecue they could have had barbecue for the next 4 or 5 years if they had space for that pallet of all that beef. But nobody had the blessing. But yet we go grocery shopping every day, right? We get everything we need every day. But we talking about we want and need more, but we don't got we not prepared for the capacity or with the space that we need to even get more. So one thing about the Bible study that I was in, A couple of weeks ago, we talked about waiting, your waiting season. We think like, we say wait on God, it's just sit there, be bored, turn into a skeleton. Nah, ain't it? you know, when we wait on God, that's not necessarily he wait like that. We can wait in a position just how I'm doing right now. I'm waiting by stewarding everything that he gave me already. It's talking about come to God with gratitude and praise. Be thankful for every talent, every gift that he gave us already. Every little thing that he already stewarded good. Is our house dirty? Is our truck dirty right now? Is our utility bills paid on time? You know what I'm saying? Just stewarding the small things we don't even think about. You know. So let me look at these. I'm so happy that y'all on here with me too. Let's see. If you haven't like the video. Thanks for the fight. Yes, you're welcome, user. Basis said or Bass said I can use some vegan recipes. Lala, subscribe to her channel. She got it all the time. God is good. I just subscribed to you, Lala. Hey, let's see. Vegan too. I was thinking she preaching. I gotta scroll up. Sorry, I know I'm rereading some of these comments. I know I was going for a while. Adrian. Oh, what up, Adrian? I'm back from yesterday. Blessings, blessings. AC got the meats. Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Okay. No, let me not do that. Right on. We don't get what we pray for. We get what we prepared for. We walk in. We got your back, truckers. They say he lost 20 pounds in a week just from being sick. You know what? I'm about to talk about that. Let me finish these comments because sickness will do it to you. But that tells us something about our bodies. I'm about to tell you about that. That's fasting. When our body, hold on, like watch my back real quick. Don't make me go get that blicky out my truck. Let me not think like that. See, God's still working on me. But you got to be prepared. You got to stay ready. So you got to get ready. You know what I'm saying? Run up on me if you want to and think I'm a vulnerable woman. You okay? Yeah, follow me back to my truck real quick. I got something for you. Let me stop. Let me stop. All right, let me see. So I was saying about the fasting. When you get sick like that, your body first reaction. What do our bodies do when we get sick? We don't want to eat. We don't have no appetite. That's for a reason. Our body shut down like that so that it can strengthen and use all its energy to fight off whatever's happening. So that's why fasting also is so powerful. And not only it's for spiritual purposes, because when we turn down our plate and we turn down our food, I don't know about y'all, but when I fast, I feel closer to God. I feel like I'm more sensitive to the Holy Spirit in that like conviction, like feeling like, you shouldn't do that. You should have said that. Apologize. Walk in this place with a smile. Don't be so rude. Like I feel like I'm more in alignment with God. In your spirit, you when you fast, you strengthen in your spirit. You strengthen in your spirit and you are uh controlling your flesh. But yeah, that body, that fasting ain't no joke. So yeah, that's what the body gonna do when we get sick. I lost the same amount of weight when I had COVID, like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm telling you. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to die. But after that went over, my body was looking so good. I was like, oop, oop. And what happened? What happened? I lost that 20 pounds and gained it right back because of my habits. Same thing that I'm saying right now. We think we want what we want, but when we get it, we're not even prepared for it. We can't even maintain it because of our habits. So the waiting season ain't just for you to turn into a skeleton. It's for us to get out here and steward what we got right now so that when we do get blessed with more, we can then steward that and not be like, dang, I gained 40 pounds back. Dang, I went to the casino, I blew about 3 racks in there. Dang. You know what I'm saying? That's just my struggles. Let me see. It's great that you're taking yep. I subscribed. You pulled 32,000 views yesterday. No, girl. Or who's that? Steph for the win? No. I pulled 187,000 views yesterday. Ain't that crazy? Thanks again for sharing the fight. I'm gonna tell you why. Because see, just like right now, it looked like it's only 9 people in here. But how did I get 15 likes? You see? Because it's not just 9 people consistently. So yesterday when I was doing that fight, it wasn't just 37,000 people that was maintaining in there. It was 37,000 people that was they were coming in and dropping off consistently. So at one point, I was maintaining 47,000 for like the entire hour. People were consistently coming out and dropping in. So every view that happens, even when people come in for a second and they drop off, it all counts. So like at the end of this live, like right now, it look like it's only 9 people in here, but by the end of the live, it's probably gonna say, "Oh, you had 200 views." From people that came in and left out, and other people that came in and stayed because my content is for a specific person. This is not usually my content is usually not for the shallow person, right? They might come here because they think I look good or I'm standing in front of a truck, but I plan to allow God to use me as a vessel for whatever it is that He wants to do. So, like I said, they come here thinking they getting what they want, how to be a truck driver, and you getting what you need. You come here thinking you about to click on a video and see how you just got 6,000 subscribers in 3 hours, but no, you gonna get what you need and figure out how to prepare in a waiting season and not to compare yourself by the time it's over. You come here thinking, oh yeah, I just want to get some trucking content, and you see, oh snap, I'm inspired. Let me take a walk. Let me get up and put this junk food down. Let me lift some weights. You see what I mean? And it ain't me, but that's the type of content that I want to make. I want to be impactful in that way. I don't want to leave this earth and feel like, oh, I just made a trucking channel. Like, it's shallow. Like, for me anyway, like I guess I'm a deep person. Like I just feel like I don't know. I just want to make God proud, and I'm not perfect. None of us are. Even through that trucker series I have, I don't know if y'all checked that out, but I have a series called Celebrity Spotlight Meets Scripture. And in it, I have 2 episodes out right now where I covered Shakari that just got pulled over recently and took to jail. And with the footage of her, the police officer pulling her over, and how that, and I covered Ray J as well. But back to Shakari, I used that because I felt like that was an extremely good analogy of um, what happens with us with the devil, right? And of course, like I was saying in the video, we know that the cop wasn't the devil. That was not the point of the video. The video is an analogy. In the same way that Shakari did 102 miles per hour speeding, and the cop immediately pulled her over. He literally was like, "Yeah, I see she flashing people to get out of her way. Let me get out of her way and see what she do." Cops on the side of the road. What they doing? They got their speedometer. They pointed at you. They looking and seeking whom they may devour. Just like the devil roams around seeking whom he may devour. Like I said, this is an analogy. So the devil roams around seeking whom he may devour. How is he doing that? By every time that we have unrepented sin, he gets away into our life. The same way, if you speed past a police officer, you just gave him legal authority to come into your life. You don't even know that if you go a certain speed, you just gave him legal authority to lock you up against your free will. You don't have to say, "Yes, sir, take me." As soon as that officer came to her car, she was pleading and begging, "Please, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail." But you gave him authority to take you to jail immediately. So in the same way, we do that. We give the devil a foothold. And in the Bible, talk about not doing that. So I thought that was a perfect analogy for that video. And that's what Celebrity Spotlight Me Scripture is about. It's not for us to condemn these celebrities because they just like us. But it's for people that think, oh, we about to click on this and see some gossip, right? But they click on it and what they leave with, meat and potatoes, soul food. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to do. Like, God willing, but God working on me too. Because I got one that I've been working on for Clarissa. And I've been working on it for like a month because I feel like I have to work on my tone. I have to work on my own heart posture and why I'm putting the video out. That's why I didn't release it yet. But it's coming soon regarding the adulterous relationship that she's in. And people gonna click on it thinking it's gonna be gossip or slander, but it's not. It's going to be soul food, God willing. So with the Ray J episode, if y'all go check that one out, um, he obviously was talking about he was gonna die soon because he's having heart failure, and he's standing there in this fear of God state shirt, talking about he gonna go do voodoo because his Haitian Negroes got the cure, is what he said. So he talking about do voodoo. So to get down on that one because it's like how you fear and you talking about you gonna go do voodoo. Do you got the same fear of God or the same God that I fear? Because the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom, and the turn away from evil is understanding. So yeah, that video was something, but I don't want to sit here and preach on that, But y'all can check those videos. It'll be dope. That's a new series that I just started, where I'm able to talk about what's going on with the celebrities and how it applies to our own lives. Because see the thing with Clarissa, and I'm giving y'all so much of the videos that I'm supposed to be posting, and I ain't even, but I'm still gonna post them. With Clarissa, the video, yes, it's gonna cover adultery, right? But it's also gonna talk about fornication. Because here we go. Look, I gotta walk in this dark spot. So we're gonna talk about that, but we also gonna talk about fornication because how many of us um how many of us uh are in relationships, right? I just got out of a relationship maybe 2 years ago. I got out of a 2-year relationship 2 years ago where I was posting my ex on the internet, on Facebook, on social media. And in this day and age, if you're in a relationship and you posting them on Facebook, there's like this unspoken truth, this unspoken implication that y'all fornicating because y'all ain't married, right? So instead of me bashing Clarissa because yes, she's in adultery, if he's still married, it's like, yo, yeah, we're gonna talk about that, but where in our lives are we adulterous? Because God pointed out to us and he said, not to us, God pointed out, Jesus pointed out to his people and he called them an adulterous generation. What did he mean by that? He wasn't talking about sexually. It's not just sexually that you can be an adulterer. When you whore after your own gods, right? If I decide to make YouTube my God and I'm whoring after that, you put everything before God, but we ain't even pick our Bible up today. We put everything before God, but we didn't even pray today, right? That's an adulterous generation. You putting your disobedience before God. We know we're supposed to be doing something and we do something else. Like I said, I'm not saying this stuff to condemn, but this is the point of that video. It's gonna be soul food. Like, yeah, we know that what she's doing is not right. What he's doing is not right according to the law. And we wouldn't want nobody doing us to us if we was married. And that's why it would make me so upset. Plus, I look at her as like, wow, I can relate to her. I actually met her in person. She's somebody that I inspired and looked up to for the way that she carries her discipline in her body, and for me trying to do the same for mine. But what happens when the person you admire falls short? And that's going to be the gist of the video. That's going to be about, what it takes place about, where it takes place around. And yeah, so all these things are going to be brought up. Where am I being adulterous, right? Like I said, what I just did, I went on to stream copyrighted content, knowing I wasn't supposed to do that because I want subscribers, right? Where am I being adulterous? I'm putting everything before God. I didn't pick up my Bible yet today, but I've been following a Bible plan where I read a little bit of the Bible every day. It's a 300. It's called Read the Bible in a Year, a 365-day plan. So every day I was starting my journey, my wake up with reading the Bible or walking. Like you could listen to it too. So I was doing that. But for the last 3 or 4 days, I've been putting that reading time at the end of my day instead of the beginning. Now I'm not saying be legalistic and everything like that, but we just beg. It just begs our own question: where are we been at? Where are we being adulterous at? So I'm not letting her off the hook at all. Oh, 2 miles, 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 2 miles. 2 miles and 55 minutes or 59 seconds, something like that. So we got 1 more mile to go, y'all. 1 more mile to go. So yeah, um, like I was saying, that's what that video is gonna be about. I'm literally giving all my content ideas on here. Let me read some of these comments. And like that, you see all them snacks? Your girl gotta stay away. They be trying to hit the truckers up, trying to get me off my game. The devil is a liar. Let me see what the comments saying. Thank you kindly, Bass. I subscribe, la la. Thank you, Bass. Thought for food, food for thought, soul food. Take the plank out of your own eye. Okay? Exactly what we're doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's why I'm getting on here exactly and telling y'all my flaws, telling y'all my struggles because nah, we're not about to do that. We're not about to get on here. It's easy to just point the finger at celebrities and be like, oh, look at what she doing. Look at what he doing. That's entertainment, right? And somebody said to me, have you noticed that everything humans call entertaining is watching other people sin? Yo, I was like, dang, ain't that it? Every movie we watch, we just watching people sin and we call it entertainment. Like I said, I ain't trying to get too deep off in it. I'm not saying we can't be human and live our lives and stuff like that, but you know, a lot of stuff that we do in this world, we just see the physical aspects of it. Like I said with that Shakari video, we just looking at the physical aspects of her getting pulled over. But I made that video so that we look at the spiritual aspects of, yeah, she got pulled over, but we are doing the same thing. Every time we sin and we go unrepentant and we not being obedient. Because the reason I say that is because of Job, y'all. Job had a hedge of protection around him. It was crazy. Job hedge of protection was so much around him, like the devil had to walk up to God and ask him for permission to touch Job. Like that's how strong the hedge of protection was around Job. Because the only way the devil can have access to our lives is if we sin it, for the most part. I mean, he tempted Jesus and Jesus was without sin, right? But that's what I'm saying. Even Job, God said to, so what happened was the angels walked up to God and the devil walked up with him, like, what up? And God's like, where you coming from? And the devil's like, oh, just roaming the earth to and fro, walking around and about, because he's looking to see who he can devour. And God is like, have you tried my servant Job? He's blameless and he's upright. There's nobody in the world like him. And that's what God's saying about Job. He literally like, you tried him yet? So then I'm paraphrasing, but the devil like, how I'm gonna try him? Because you got a hedge of protection around him and everything that he has. You have your hedge of protection around him, his kids, his wife, his stock. Like Job was one of the richest people in the East. He was the richest man in the East. He had like 10,000 of each animal. Like he had everything because he was obedient and he was blameless to God. He was doing what God wanted him to do. So in that way, the devil couldn't even touch him. So that's why I say when we give the devil a foothold, we invite him in, like, yeah, come in. And we can't say, yeah, don't touch this area of my life with my kids, or don't touch this area with my family, or because sometimes when somebody mess up, it impacts the whole family. For example, I went through a situation recently. I'm trying not to reveal too much about my life with my son where he did something he wasn't supposed to do. And he ended up with a police officer knocking at the door. Let's just put it like that. He took something, he stole. And I'm not saying this to, like, we all have stolen something in our day. I was 16, I stole a pair of earrings. We all done stole something in our day. So he stole, he's 15. It was his first time where, the police is called. He took $100. or $60 when he shouldn't have. And the police comes at the door. But guess what? They didn't take him to jail because he still, he has grace. He's a child, he's a minor, he's still learning. I would rather him make the mistakes now versus making them as an adult where he gonna be in jail for certain things. And I had to be grateful to God because that stressed me out. Mind you, I'm living on the road. That type of stuff will stress a person out, a mother out. My son lives with his father in Colorado. I live on a semi truck. Okay. So that type of stuff stressed me out to where I don't eat. Like I'm up crying at night praying, not wanting to sleep. You see what I'm saying? But the devil, he gets hold to one area of a person's life, and guess how that affected the whole entire people around my son, right? That affected me, that affected his father, that affected his father's wife, that affected whoever the officer was, whoever the person was he stole from, his environment, and everybody that knows who he stole it from. You see what I'm saying? His sisters that may be looking up to him, that may know what's going on, that see now, oh my gosh, there's a police officer at the door. What did Aiden do? Right? So, in that same way, I'm just using it for an example, not to blast my son. He's a really good kid, but we all make mistakes. And the point is, we talked about it, we analyzed it. We talked about how can we repent, repenting for sin and confessing to God, not leaving it unchecked. But the point is, when the devil gets a foothold, it impacts everybody, not just one or two people. So the same thing when I was talking about, what's her name? That runner, Shakari, right? That she gave him a foothold and it impacted her. She probably was on her way to track, her image, public, social media, her family probably had to bail her out and her car got impounded. So in the same way, but God, when we doing right and we blameless, you know, the devil can only try to tempt us, just like he did Jesus, right? But he don't actually have a foothold into our life because God put a hedge of protection around us. So like, and the thing is, what I be trying to tell my son is that we got to know this Bible because guess what? The devil know the scriptures. Huh. What did the devil say to Jesus when he was up and he was getting tempted 40 days and 40 nights? What the devil said to him? He quoted the same scriptures to Jesus to try to get him to sin. So he knew the Bible. So I memorized the scriptures. Psalm 91, most of the chapter I memorized it, and it says, um, 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked, because you've made the Lord your dwelling place, and the Most High, who is your refuge. He will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. On your hand, they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. You would tread on the lion and the adder, the young lion and the serpent you would trample underfoot. So the devil said to Jesus, oh, if if your God is so powerful, I'm paraphrasing, why don't you throw yourself off this mountain? He gonna send his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. This is what the devil said. Okay. So if we don't even know that God will do that, if we doing good, we blame it upright. We don't even know that God will take care of us in that way. But the devil know he will. And he literally quoted scripture. And what did Jesus and the devil was like, it is written. He gonna send his angels concerning you. Jump off this mountain then. Commit suicide, basically. But your God gonna save you. What did Jesus was like? Yeah, it also is written that we should not test the Lord our God, because we got to know the scriptures in order to bounce back and revert and cast down everything that even sounds like it's close to the Bible, but it's not. So, like I said, I don't want to preach, but this is what my heart is full of right now. And I really, I really dislike that. Like, go ahead. Why you gotta ride beside me, sir? Go ahead with your life. It don't take this long to pass me. I'm not that fast. Don't get distracted. Forgot what I was saying. I have to be on alert. at all times. Forgot what I was saying, y'all. Yeah, basically, we got to know the scripture too, because the devil can use it against us, and it say, "My people perish because of lack of knowledge." So let me read some of these comments. Let's see. La la. Proof God's protection works. Okay. Thank you kindly, Bass. Wait, where's? I know it's more comments than that. Hold on. Okay, maybe I did read them all already. I subscribed. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. We coming up on. It shouldn't be too much further now, cause I know we passed the 2 mile mark, y'all. But yeah. Any thoughts? We listening. We listening. God is good. And yeah. Any thoughts? There's so much going on this world. Something somebody said, like a comment somebody said, really did make me feel good. Somebody said, like sometimes when I talk about this stuff, I be feeling insecure because a lot of people don't be wanting to hear this, right? If people wanted to hear this, channels will blow up, right? But people don't be wanting to hear this, right? It take a certain ear to hear, and a willingness to listen and want to correct ourselves and look in the mirror. A lot of us don't want to do that. That's why we look at these celebrities outside of ourselves, and it takes the focus off of us. It allows us to get away from ourselves and look at them. But so I feel a sense of insecurity sometimes, maybe the devil, like, don't nobody want to hear that. And I'm not like this all the time, clearly, but wisdom is gold. So it's not just for me, it's for everybody. And most of the stuff y'all already know, right? We already know. These are just reminders. Y'all know. And sometimes we need reminders at the right time. Like earlier, what happened with me and Lala. I needed that reminder, like, you know what, you grow and let your channel reflect that growth. Don't worry about looking to the left and to the right of you. Just run your own race and steward what God gave you. And it takes a lot to do that now, y'all. It really takes discipline to do that. Because with social media, that's why I say thou shalt not covet. With social media, I be thinking like, ain't that just us coveting each other? Not all the time, but most of the time, right? We go on Instagram and we just watching other people's lives. Like, I'm not talking about like this. Like, we all learning here. We all here out of love and respect, and clearly God, because we still in the room, and we're some gather in God's name. He's in the midst. Okay. But when we looking at social media, you know how many times when I was in a world, or I have to put self control over myself to be like, dang, she got a nice body. My body not like that. Here I am coveting, right? Coveting. Dang, somebody else got this, or they got a whole bunch of subscribers and I've been working hard. I want that. Or, there's okay to be admiring people, right? It's okay to have admiration, but it's supposed to be admiration and inspiration. And then we go back to our own path. But it's so difficult just to walk your own path and not look to the left or the right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be thinking about the runners like Shakari. When she running, you can't take off from on your mark, get set, and start looking left and right. Like, nah, we gotta run our own race at our own pace. But the way that social media is set up these days, it makes it that much harder for us to even just do that. Just focus on us. It takes a lot of self control and self discipline to switch off the phone, to decide to get out of your house and take a walk, to get off of the truck and deal with what could potentially be harassment from people looking at you. Or like I said the other day, somebody called me a lot lizard. Not on in here on my in my physical world. It was on the live I was on. They was like, "Oh, I had my reflector vest on and everything." It was like, "Oh, was you a lot lizard?" And what else it said? Oh, big back and all this stuff. So I had made a short about it. And the short wasn't necessarily just for me. It was a reminder. Same lesson that I tell my son. Like, people be miserable inside. Why do you think they're gonna come on here? They're attracted to what you're doing, the image that they see. They're attracted to the light, and they might feel inspired, but they also might feel jealous, or they might feel like, dang, my life sucks right now. So let me say something ignorant to make myself feel better. So yeah, that video it looked like, somebody was like, oh, they pissed you off. It wasn't that they pissed me off necessarily. That I was a little bit, because it was like, if you see somebody out here actively trying to do something to help themselves, like I'm literally fighting against the odds to get out here. Truckers probably are looking like, is that a lot less? Because just because I'm simply a woman walking around a shop at night, so they're probably already gonna attract attention. Then they thinking, oh, she's without a man. Then they think, you see what I'm saying? So it's already hard enough to deal with that. Then to get on live and share inspiration and people start making rude, hateful, mean, nasty comments, like to hurt you, but really to lift themselves up. Yeah, you got a lot of that in this world. So instead of fresh to hear my perspectives, especially with the world being as crazy as it is. And that's the comment that really lit my heart up, because it fed the other part. I'm not walking over there, y'all. Look, it's dark in that one section and it's light right here. So we not about to walk between that dark place right now. I'm just gonna go in between, just because if they hop out on me, I'm gonna have to get the blicky. And I don't wanna have to do that to nobody. I really don't. Like, I really wanted a GUN with rubber bullets, because I don't want to have to shoot to KILL. I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to take nobody's life. So I really wanted a GUN with rubber bullets. But my brother was like, no, you're going to take this and you're going to have real bullets. But that goes the thought of my mind every time I'm in a situation where it's like this. And I normally don't walk this late. I normally don't do this. But like I said, this was just a one off situation, because I recorded that live last night and we was up till like 2 in the morning watching Clarissa fight. And I had to be up at 4 a.m. So I'm grateful that y'all in here with me. I'm grateful that y'all subscribe. I'm grateful, and I'm gonna be praying for y'all. I often pray for every person that views my channel, or has subscribed to my channel, or has been under the sound of my voice. So I try to cover for everybody in that way, to just ask God to turn our hearts toward Him and to guide our lives in every area of our lives, because that's the most important thing that we can really ask for. And to I ask God to forgive us all for our sins, because Lord knows we all gonna have to answer to somebody someday. So I do be praying for everybody here. Let me see these comments. I'm surprised it ain't went off and told me I hit 3 miles yet. It's got to be coming. Let's see. It's good to have nunchucks. I'm not about to play with you. True that. Go toward the light. Be careful out there. Thank you, my Adonai. Is that my Adonai? I like that name. And two opinions matter, God's and yours. Yeah, yeah, yep. My scoliosis was of the devil. Bet. Those who want to hear will listen. Eyes to see, ears to hear. Okay. Let me see. I never thought of adultery that way. That was a great perspective. It doesn't have to be sexual. It could be divergence, period. Point blank. And that's why I want to make sure I cover that celebrity spotlight me scripture with Carissa, not only for that purpose, because clearly we're talking about her sin. That's what's going to attract people to click on it. But they don't know that they about to also get the soul food, right? Of all this stuff that we just covered tonight. Where in our lives are we committing adultery? And we don't realize that we doing the same thing, that we flaunting around fornication when we posting boyfriend, girlfriend, but we not married. We basically, what are we standing for? Fornication? Like, we happy to say my man, my fornicating man? Like, and I'm not doing this to condemn nobody. I'm saying I had to look at myself. And this is one thing I'm talking about in the video, which I'm trying not to expand on too much when I do it, which is why the reason I'm part of the reason why it's taken me so long to finish this video is because that 2 year relationship I was in, I put that man over God. I did. And I say that because I had to ask for forgiveness. And I've already been, I feel like forgiving yourself is a practice, just like walking with God and trying to be blameless is my ultimate goal. It's a practice. It's not something like we don't bathe once for the rest of our lives. It's a practice. We don't brush our teeth one time. I can't just take one walk and have the body I want. It's a practice. So every day I have to choose this practice. And dang, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so one day, yeah, I met him. I knew him already since I was like 17, but I didn't know him, but I knew him from then. And now we in our 30s. Well, he was in his 40s. I was in my 30s. I'm still in my 30s, but so this was a few years ago. And yeah, I was celibate. I was working on walking with God and getting back into my Bible and practicing my abstinence journey or my celibacy journey. And here he comes. Fine, 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 fine. Just fine. And I should I should make this a story time. I don't know. I just love me a chocolate man. I love my chocolate man. I really do. I love black man, period, but I have a special, particular preference for the chocolate ones. However, that to the side, um, yeah, and I fell short. And he tempted and tested, and I was like, I literally said outside out loud to God just before fornicating. I said, I'm sorry, God. I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was about to do. And I said it out loud just before fornicating. I said it out loud. I'm sorry, God, because I knew I was about to do that. But what that say? I put that man before God. You see what I'm saying? And I've heard, so where am I being adulterous? And then I posted about it on social media, like not about that, right? But posting pictures of us together after talking about how I was celibate and, walking for God and stuff like that. But then I'm posting pictures of this relationship, which it implicates or implies that I'm in a fornicating relationship. Because come on, what are we doing these days if we're not married, right? So yeah, I walked that out for 2 years. Sometimes God removes things, kicking. Ooh, I was kicking and screaming, like, you know, God removes things because that's not what He wants for us. He didn't want me to go through that and be. And it's like you never heard that saying, whatever you get outside of God, you gonna have to go outside of God to keep. You have to keep fornicating to keep that man. You think you're gonna just magically stop giving up the cookie jar and he gonna marry you? Like, most of the time it don't work like that. So whatever you get outside of God, you have to go outside of God to keep. So even though I was hurting when that relationship ended, I thank God that he took it from me because I wouldn't be where I am today in this walk that I am in right now. And at this point, like, who knows what could happen? I still have a desire in my heart for marriage, but I'm not pressed. Like, if it never happens, I honestly am content right now with God. You know what I'm saying? Well, getting my walk together and taking care of myself. That's where I'm at right now. If that happens, great. If it doesn't happen, great. You know what I mean? So, um, I feel like I'm telling y'all a lot. I'm telling out all my business. Um, yeah. And that being said, when you're on a celibacy journey, where are we being adulterous at? I mean, how deep y'all want to get, right? Because I'm also on a no masturbation journey. You heard me. You heard what I said. So even that is a challenge in itself because we think like, oh, if we don't do that, then that means if we not fornicating, then we can at least take care of ourselves in that way. I'm not trying to do that either because I'm trying to walk in self control. Period. Self control is a fruit of the spirit, and yeah. Okay, time 1 hour, 15 minutes, 54 seconds, total distance 3.0 miles, average pace 25 minutes, 17 seconds per mile, split pace 25 minutes, 27 seconds per mile. Woo! We in here, we in here. 3 miles completed, y'all. That gotta be at least 8,000 steps or more. 3,000 miles completed. Thank goodness. I was like, dang, what's gonna be over? I'm not talking about with y'all. I'm talking about this walk. It's getting a little creepy out in the dark. Um, but yeah, so I'm gonna get in my truck and I'm gonna make me something to eat. Whew. I'm gonna have thanks for everything, y'all, for keeping me company and listening to me and subscribing to my channel and liking the video and keeping me company tonight because this is my social life. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Um, Give me the light. We're gonna close these curtains. We don't want no people creeping in on us. My bed is not even made. Don't be all up in my business. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm trying to do these journeys, these walk-in 2 times a week. Like I said, most of the time it's during the morning. So turn on the notifications so that y'all be notified when I do go live so y'all can join me on my walks. And hopefully some of this time y'all be walking with me. And if y'all not able to watch the video at the same time I'm walking, you can also play it back and take your walk or work out. I was supposed to be lifting tonight. Like I got dumbbells in here. I got the dumbbells in here and I was going to do some weightlifting tonight. But I don't know, like that walk wore me out. And mind you, I'm going on 2 hours of sleep. So I did 2 hours of sleep and then I took a nap in the middle of the day and did another 2 hours of sleep. So it's probably why my body was more tired than it usually is to take that walk. Plus, it's cold outside. But they say walking in the cold is really good for us. Like, whew, they say walking in the cold is really good for us. There's a lot of benefits to that. Um, yeah. So maybe I'll go ahead and make dinner, I guess, with y'all on, and I'll probably end it just before I start eating. So why not? Like I said, excuse my mess. It's a mess in here. My bed's not made. I have an air fryer amongst some other stuff. Um, I have a small refrigerator down here. See, in here. So I'm going to it's a very small place here, y'all. It's like a little tiny home. See something. Let me set this camera up. So I had made I put some chicken in a crock pot a couple days ago. Kick off my shoes and relax my feet. 2819. I used to go to that church in person before they moved to this new location with Pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell. And he's featured on my song. I featured a clip of him in my newest song. Y'all remember that song I just played last night? I should play it. Yeah, let me play that while I get my self together and clean up a little bit. Cause y'all all up in my house now and it's a little embarrassing. I got stuff all over the place. So I got a little table that slides out here. It's messy. And this is where I'll be recording my videos at most of the time. He's sitting right on my bed. So this is my office. This is my bed. This is my desk. This is my kitchen. But what we said, we got to steward what we got, man. This is what I got. And guess what? I'm grateful because what did I do? I gave up my apartment for this truck. I had an apartment in Atlanta and I was there for I think a year, just over a year. And I gave up my apartment. I sold everything and I live on a truck full time now. So everything is in here. I have stuff in my car. I did keep my car, but when I think about the limited space that I have and it starts to become frustrating for me, I think about my ability to save money now. And no, I'm not rich. I'm not no baller or nothing like that. I'm not a lease driver. Lease drivers make the most money. That's when I was a lease driver, I was making like 2,700 a week on average. But you pay your own taxes and everything. And I had got behind on my tax bill, all type of stuff, y'all. So like I said, it's being a good steward of what we got. Um, but yeah, now when I get irritated and frustrated about the space that I have, I think about my ability to save and what I gave up to be able to be where I'm at right now. And my son living with his father, although where is that Wi-Fi box? That little Wi-Fi box that I was streaming on yesterday that people was complaining about. I was streaming from right here, y'all. Right here in the truck and people was complaining. And I'm like, don't y'all know I only got 50 gigabytes of hotspot and y'all complaining? It made me so mad. I'm like, I'm not in a house where I could stream and it's perfect Wi-Fi, y'all. Like, bruh, I'm in a little bitty truck in the middle of nowhere trying to stream. And the sound quality in my eyes was great. Okay, I found it. Let's see if we can get this started up so I can play this song. Oh, I forgot. I don't even need Wi-Fi to play it. It's already on my thing. So y'all can stream it too. I put the links in the description. But I'm gonna play the song if you like it. The links is in the description for you to stream it. That would be great. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. It's free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Um, it's I'm not biased. It's really good music. Ooh, let's see. I'll just play from here. Let's see. Let's see. It's called Flea Sexual Immorality. So if you type that in, it's not many songs called Flea Sexual Immorality. It's not that many songs called that. So you're gonna see right away. Like, I'm gonna take this headset off. Society, sex is promoted proudly. Most men know buy you dinner and a movie, then think that he entitled. Have a little self-control. Keep your in your pants. If you ain't my husband, I don't owe you nothing between my legs. No, no, no money, no power. No, no, no fame, no clout. No, no, no pressure from you can make me sell myself out. Do you protect and provide? Oh. Do you cheat? Do you lie? Oh. Can you lead? Do you pray? Does being with you bring me closer to God? No. If not, then stop. No, no, you don't qualify. None of my watch, can't waste none of mine. Go find you a park, you can play on your time. Go ahead, girl, get it. I ain't stop giving what's only the dog. Make them proud, girl, get it. And don't give your pearls to swine. Go ahead, girl, get it. Chosen generation. A royal priesthood. A holy nation. His own special people. That you may proclaim the praises of him who calls you out of darkness into the light. Get up. Flee from sexual immorality. You better get it. You better work. Been there, done that, and I ain't going back.
Discounted my worth, compromise my value, settle for less. Although in this society, fornication's promoted proudly. Most men are celibate, nor looking for a wife trying to get in your body. Have a little self-control. Keep your pants. Unless you changing my last name, I don't owe you nothing between my legs. No drinks at the bar. No night on the town. No manipulation from you can make me betray me now. Oh, do you protect and provide? Oh, do you cheat? Do you lie? Oh, can you lead? Do you pray? Does being with you bring me closer to God? No, if not, then stop. No, you can't qualify. I'm a real woman, can't waste none of mine. Go fetch you a Barbie to play on your time. Go ahead, girl, get it. I ain't mad, girl, get it. You're not a mistake. I'm proud, girl, get it. You're not an afterthought. You're not a liability. You've been created in the image of God. You're not your own. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I am a child of God. I am loved unconditionally. I am chosen. I am a new creation. You better get it. I'm God's masterpiece. You better work. Those who endure to the end shall be saved. The devil is he said, when you recognize in your life habitual, watch this word, willful practices of sin, the Lord looked at you and said, son, daughter, you better watch. Cut it off. You better stop it. Lord, they came to me and said, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And did we not serve on a team? And did we not sing on a platform? Did we not preach sermons? And he's going to say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. You love sin. I never knew you. Again, y'all, that's Flee Sexual Immorality by me. You can see it on my YouTube, my music YouTube channel if you want to subscribe to it. Or you can go on all the platforms and just type in Flee Sexual Immorality. It's even available on YouTube. It's available on Instagram, Facebook, if you want to do reels with it or whatever. Yeah, so this is what we having for dinner. I had put this chicken in, the crock pot the other day. I'm gonna have chicken, and then we're gonna do vegetables, and I'm just gonna put it in the air fryer. Yeah, still trying to get meat in the dang on thing. But I don't think we're gonna be able to do that today. We might not get both unless I push y'all all the way back like I had y'all. I was trying to make sure y'all could hear the song good. Okay. Boom. That might have to be good enough. Can y'all still hear me, or should I put my headset back on? Ooh. Jeez, don't drop the food, girl. I'm gonna play that back. So, yeah, we're gonna put some broccoli in here with this chicken. And when it come out, I'm gonna put barbecue sauce on it, so it's not just this bland chicken. But this is what it's looking like right now. About to pop that in the air fryer. And you can't plug up everything at once on the truck. Like, see how I got my MacBook plugged up to this? I can't, because it'll mess my power outlet. It'll knock the power out in here. So I have to plug up one thing at a time. So I'm gonna plug my air fryer into this so that it cooks. Boom. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna just chat with y'all for a second. Ooh. Let me read some of these messages. So I'm looking at my clock right now, right? Why is that man coming from, hold on, what? Why is that man coming from another female trucker? Why is that man coming from another female trucker? Chef paid Miss Dollar. Right. Why is that? Oh, you probably was responding to something I said earlier. Yeah. Like, people just be saying crazy stuff, don't they? Let me see. Sounds good. From Michigan. Faces, you from Michigan? Yes, we hear you clear. Okay, bet. Can hear you. Thank you. Play it. Yes. That's cool. You can close the curtain. Yes, because if I don't close the curtain, people will be walking past my truck, looking all up in here, pissing me off, because I be like, do I come to y'all house and be looking in y'all window like this, walking past? Ain't that creepy? Y'all see what I got going on in here? Imagine. They do it. These dudes do be doing it, bro. Like, crazy. So I be trying not to be rude. Y'all know, if y'all don't know Lala, you know I'm not the nicest person to strangers, because especially like in this environment, you in a male dominated industry, I be getting mad when people be staring at me like that. Like, stop doing that. It creeps me out. Like, if you think I'm attractive, just say that. Just be like, I think you really pretty. I would be like, thank you. You know, you would get a genuine conversation from me if you say that. But if you just walking past, looking all up in here, bro, it creeps me out. Even when I'm in public, if I'm just walking past in a truck, like just taking a walk, and you sitting there staring at me, say something. Don't do that, because it's gonna creep me out. And if you just say hi, most of the time I'm liable to ignore you. So just say what it is, like, because I don't know what you looking at me for. What you coming at me for? What you trying to say hi for? Or they don't say hi, they say how you doing. And I get it. Don't judge me, y'all. But in my head, I be like, why you in my business? They come past, they walk past, and how you doing? I just be looking. I don't say nothing, because sometimes it's better for me to be silent. So they say how you doing, and I just be silent, because I know in my head I be thinking like, mind your business. Why you want to know? So you can start a conversation. That's messed up. I'd rather you just say, hey, I find you attractive. I'll be like, oh, thank you. Like, we can have a genuine conversation like that. Like, don't just stop it. Or come by and ask me for directions or some dumb stuff like that. Like, don't do that. Just go to the woman and say what you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't walk up to me and say, I'm the only woman in the parking lot now. And this is a male-dominated industry. You know how many trucks is here? Y'all see how many trucks I walked past today? You gonna find the only woman and come up and say, hey, you know where I'm supposed to park around here? Or something crazy like that. Like, you gonna immediately trigger me. Like, I'm gonna immediately be triggered. And I shrug and say, I don't know, go ask one of these men or ask somebody else. Like, don't do that. If you genuinely want to approach a woman and say something, say what you're thinking. Like, I think you're really pretty. Oh, I like your smile. Like, oh, you know, you seem cool. Can I walk with you? I'd like to get to know you. Like, be straight up like that. But beating around the bush and trying to be like, you know, where I can park around here. Negro, we at a truck stop. You know where I'm supposed to go in the building at? Ask one of these other men. Why you asking the only woman over here? Like, weird. I don't know. I don't like it. I like a man that come up to me and say what he gonna, you know, that's gonna make me smile. If you come to me and say, yo, I find you attractive. I like your dimples. You have a nice smile. I'm gonna be like, thank you. You know. But I have other people who I feel triggered by it. I be having to pray, because I walk around without a smile. I walk around like this. If I go I do it intentionally, because I don't want people to compliment my smile and start a conversation. Like, I don't want to invite in conversation, right? So I be praying, God, work with me. So I walk in a truck stop and I just say, hey, can I get such and such on pump, whatever. Like, this is how I am. I'm friendly with y'all because I'm friendly with y'all. Like, this is a controlled environment. I'm on YouTube. Like, y'all here with me. Y'all supporting me. It makes me happy. That lifts me up naturally. But if I'm in public and I'm by myself and, you know, this is male dominated, I'm not about to walk around like, hi, how are you? Like, nah, that's not what you're going to get. You're going to, hey, you on that who, instead of just saying I find you attractive, they say, oh, smile, it's not that bad. Immediately triggered. Immediately triggered. Like, or because, or no smiles today, bro. Like, you just expect a woman to smile at you. You don't know what I'm do. What a smile. You want me to? You just entitled to a smile from me? No. I drive at night. Let me get some rest. Okay. Thanks for joining me, Chef. Was you in here with me the whole time? I appreciate you. I want to make a lot of y'all moderators. If y'all was in here with me, tell me so I can make y'all moderators. Because when I come on these big chats and a lot of people come in, like sometimes I get like 2,000 people, I'll be needing y'all to kick some negative comments out. Be careful out there. Troy said, I'm dead. I'm about to make you a moderator. Standard moderators, you can kick some people out of here. Chef paid Miss Dollar. Yes, I drive with my husband. He hates when our curtain is open. Okay. Oh yeah, y'all my type of party, because I do not like that. I'm putting you. Oh, you already a moderator. For real. Typo power. Why is that man come? Yeah, all of that. Girl, you keeping me laughing. Because I don't like that. Like I said, I'd rather you just get genuine conversation. You say something nice, you're gonna get a genuine conversation from me. Like, if I appreciate that more, because it's disingenuous when people do anything otherwise. Like the other day, I was in I walked into, obviously it's shipper and receiver, it's male dominated. I'm the only woman in there, so I walk in there and dude is like, oh, they called me out because first off, there's no place to park here at this place that I went to. You gotta find parking to get in line to even tell them you here to check in. So it's a very tight spot and it's congested with trucks. Everybody trying to find a place to pull in so that they can walk in and check in. So I park in between a dock and the lane. Like I park it's like an in between the space. It's not in a dock, but it's like between two docks. So I'm like, this is the only place I can find. So I park between two docks. I get in there and I get in a line. They yell from behind the counter, whoever is out there in such and such trailer, we're not going to serve you until you go and move your truck. And they call the trailer out. They called the wrong trailer, but that's beside the point. So I'm like, oh, well, y'all must have been talking about me because my trailer is actually this, not that, but it's probably me. They're like, yeah, so you drive for this company? I'm like, yeah. So I go move my trailer. I come back in. Dude fidgeting around with his paper. Like, that's the worst thing. Like, so you can make sure that you see them. But I intentionally don't look their way. Like, I intentionally look everywhere else except for wherever they at. So the man literally is in my line of sight. He's fumbling around with papers. And I'm like, man, just let me get out of here. So he goes, did you find a parking spot? Bruh. Like, I immediately felt triggered because I'm like, how would I be back in here if I didn't find a parking spot? How could I come back in here if I didn't find a parking spot, right? I wouldn't be back standing in line. So instead of saying that, and then I just ignored him because, again, with my smart mouth, I didn't say anything. So I just ignored it. Sometimes it's better to be silent than to speak if it's not going to be uplifting. So when he said that, I automatically thought, like, why would I be back in here if I didn't find a parking spot? And why is it your business? But I didn't say that because I immediately was triggered. Like, if you want to start a conversation, just say, hi, how you doing? Not how you doing, but hey, I like something about you or whatever. I find you attractive. Then we can start a conversation like that. But for you to say, did you find parking? That's a dumb question. I'm not going to answer you because it's clear that I found parking because I'm back in here. So I didn't say nothing. This man proceeded to touch me. He then touches me and says, did you find parking? Like, he's forcing me to respond to him. Yo. So I said, God is still doing work on me. I'm not perfect. I'm not. But don't touch me. Like, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ignored you for a reason. Now you're going to force me to respond. So you got to be more careful. Yeah, don't. He could have just said, ma'am, Can I talk to you for a second? I find you attractive. You're going to get better conversation out of a woman that's looking for a genuine connection versus you trying to make Did you find parking? What would it look like? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm tired. I ain't getting no sleep. That's what my therapist would say. Adrian, when you don't get enough sleep. Yeah. Is it me? See, y'all women, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's like them men that be like, smile, baby. Bro. You know what I say? I say, do you say that to all the men that walk in here? Oh, no smile today? Oh, do you say that to all the men that walk through here? Or do you only expect the women to smile at you? Because stop doing that. That's one thing I admire about men. I love that. I love that men. I love about this men. I love that y'all can walk into a place and not have to be expected to be like that. I love that about y'all. Y'all don't have to be forced to do that. And you know, I don't think that, you know, people don't know no better. Men don't know no better. Most of the time, they probably just trying to make small talk. But don't just, you don't know what type of day a woman is having. Don't be entitled to expect that she has to do this to you every time she sees you. That's not cool, because you don't expect the man to do that every time that y'all see a man. Y'all don't expect that. I could be going through hell, could have just lost my job, my car, my house, and or I could be going through nothing. I could be going through nothing. I could just be going through nothing, and just, this is how I am. This is my straight face. But that's just gonna put me in a worse mood after you say that. I'd rather you say, you know, like I said, if I find you attractive, that's going to get us a real conversation. Because then I'm going to naturally blush. And I know it's genuine because I didn't expect it. And then you're going to naturally get a smile, right? It's a natural reaction. Like, I'm trying to force somebody to do it. Okay, I'm not talking about it no more. I'm not. Let me check this food. I think that's good enough. Oh, it's warm. We can't take it personal. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm learning. Like I said, God's still working on me because, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Because we're supposed to be called to be kind. All of us, loving, patient, all those things. These are the challenges that we face. Yeah, so this is my healthy trucker meal for the night, y'all. Boom. If I really wanted some potatoes with it, I could. But since I ate peanut butter and jelly today, I ate chocolate covered almonds today. I ate spoiled eggs and turkey sausages today. So I don't try to have bread every day. So since I had bread 3 times, I had 3 slices of bread today. 2 with peanut butter and jelly and 1 with an egg. I try not to eat that much bread in one day, but since I did that, I figure, and it's late and I'm about to go to bed, I just wanted to have a healthy meal after that 3-mile walk. And if y'all really want protein and you don't want to be buying protein shakes all the time, I'm about to put y'all on, bro. This new yogurt I found. Oh, so good. It's magically delicious. So this is one thing at a time. I got lots of stuff here. So let's start with this. This is the bread I have. It's called Dave's Killer White Bread. You can find this in Walmart. 70 calories per slice, but it's made with much better ingredients. In the 70 calories, it's got 2 grams of fiber, only 2 grams of sugar, and 3 grams of protein. It's made with organic flours, organic wheat flour, organic whole wheat flour, organic barley or barley flour, organic rye flour, organic spelt flour, millet, quinoa flour, everything else organic. But those are the best. Those are like some of the best. Spelt and barley and all that stuff. Those are some of the best grains. But it's supposed to be a white bread, so it mimics a white bread. And I'll show you what it looks like. Its bread is probably like $5 or $6, but it's not really giving wheat bread, and it's really soft, like so, and it lasts for a while. So I do have that every so often because I feel like the body breaks down that instead of just plain white bread. This is like the good one. So I had my peanut butter and jelly with that earlier. And that was just because, like I said, I be tired. So, but this is the yogurt. If y'all need protein, not for people that's vegan. So I don't know if this is for you. But this is the Ratio protein yogurt. It got 25 grams of protein in this one little container. And it tastes so good. It's Ratio protein yogurt. This is the strawberry cheesecake flavor. It's got 170 calories, only 9 carbs, only 3 grams of sugar. But I'm telling you, it tastes so good. Like, it don't taste like bland, plain Chobani type. No, it tastes so good. And 25 grams of protein in this. But it has milk in it, right? So I know y'all Lala's gonna be like, don't be drinking that titty milk. She always say it. But hey, this is what we having tonight. I'm about to look at that comment just a second. I'm gonna get a cold one. So that's what I'm having today. And I do have a scale too, y'all. So I be weighing out my protein on here. So I'm about to weigh out and see how much protein is on this plate right now, because I'm curious. Because that protein I track in an app. So this is 5.48. So 5.5 grams of protein for this piece of chicken breast. Which I'm gonna tell you right now, this protein and this chicken be crazy. Like, it'd be like 40 grams of protein and just a half a chicken breast, bro. But this is why I was saying I wanted to lift tonight. So I'm just gonna eat this yogurt because I want something sweet, but not necessarily because I want to build muscle right now, because I didn't do no strength training. Let me grab, I'm gonna have some barbecue sauce with this. I have sugar-free barbecue sauce, Sweet Baby Ray's, and it tastes good. It tastes just like the regular stuff. Like I said, I'm down about how many pounds? 241 to 232. And like I said, I just been walking, try to get I try to get 3 miles a day, but most of the time between 2 and 3 miles a day. And I'm just gonna put some on here. And I cut down on sugar, so I try not to eat stuff that has anything that's more than 8 grams of sugar. I try not to have it, or I'll decrease the portion to have half that serving size. So like I said, you seen this, the bread I had only had 2 grams of sugar. The protein, because I have a sugar addiction, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gained this weight because I have a sugar addiction. Not even overeating on food, it's overeating on sweets and junks like cakes, cookies, chocolate, candies. It's that my problem is. So this only has 3 grams of sugar, this yogurt. And then if you want soda, but you don't want to have like the crazy soda, this Olipop, they need to go ahead and sponsor your girl. This Olipop only got 3 grams of sugar per can. And it only got, hey, where the thing at? I know the big can is 30 calories, so this one gotta be less than that, but let me see. So I done already ate them all, or drunk them all. Yeah, this is 30 calories too. 3 grams. And it's got 6 grams of fiber in here. 6 grams of fiber in here. What soda you know gonna get you some fiber? 6 grams of fiber in here. 3 grams of sugar. You can't go wrong with it. And I love how they got, this has a whole bunch of herbs in it. Cassava root fiber, acacia fiber, I don't know if I'm saying that right. All these different, marshmallow root, calendula flower root. It's got all the stuff in it. These mini Olipops, they expensive, I ain't gonna lie. This was like between $8 and $10 for 6 cans, but I downed them. Every time I have a meal, I be having one of these with it. And it's small enough that you're not binging out on it. And it give you that little fizz you need. But I also got me some water right here, just what my plate looking like. Let me grab a fork. Yeah. But this right here is better than eating at the truck stops, y'all. Better than eating at these truck stops. Cause y'all already know how these truck stops gonna give it up. Oh snap. I was looking for these. So when I be in here lifting weights, I bought these and never even used them. I was looking for these. I be seeing people wearing them all the time because your hands be hurting when you lift weights. I think I got these off Temu or Amazon. I don't remember which one. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna wear these in my next weightlifting video. Y'all know I be going live so y'all can work out with me on this truck. I do have some lives where I did that. I have a playlist on my channel if you want to work out with me, take walks with me. I'm gonna wear this in my next one. But I'm about to go ahead and eat this food because I'm so hungry right now. And like I said, this was my bro. I was about to say, where that fork go? Right here. This is what we eating. Let me give me a little butter knife. So the thing about going live, like, I don't be knowing when to get off here. Like, if I see people in here, I be staying. Like, I be staying. Cause I don't be knowing. Like, somebody emailed me and asked me could I do a vlog all day, like all day live. I'm about to eat, y'all. God, thank you for this food. Let it nourish my body. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm about to eat. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if I'm supposed to hang up, but I'm eating. Don't they call this a mukbang? Isn't that what they call it? Well, this is a healthy version of it, cause bro, air fried broccoli not that bad. It's low key like crispy or something. Yeah, I think I'm about to get off here, y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. Female trucker here. I got some vlogs that's gonna come out. Me on my 200-pound weight loss trucker life journey. Day in the life videos. Stream my song, Flee Sexual Immorality. You can literally type it into any platform that you use to put your music on. You can also find the links in my description box. It's on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube Music, Apple Music, iTunes, everything. Instagram, Facebook. Again, Flee Sexual Immorality. And you gonna know it's me because this picture will pop up. That's what it look like. So, yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Stay tuned for the next vlogs that's about to be coming out. I got some things coming, and I appreciate all of y'all for subscribing to my channel. Turn on the notification bell so y'all can be here with me when I go live and take these walks. And stay healthy. God bless y'all. Love y'all. If nobody told you today. And have a good night. I'm gonna try to get some sleep, y'all. I gotta get up at 4 in the morning, and I'm taking this load to, I'm in Richmond, Virginia, and I'm taking this to Philadelphia. I'm taking this load to Philadelphia tomorrow. It's gonna be my third stop on this load. And my fourth stop is going to be my last stop, and that's going to be in Paxton, Pennsylvania. So I got to get up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning and start going ahead and go. I got to drive through Maryland. So y'all know I definitely need my sleep tonight. But again, I appreciate y'all walking with me, and I'm gonna get out of here. Peace out. You better work.
Been there, done that.
and it ain't going bad. Discounted my worth, compromise my value, settle for less. Although in this society, fornication's promoted proudly. Most men not celibate, nor looking for a wife trying to get in your body. Have a little self-control. Keep your in your pants. Unless you change my last name, I don't owe you nothing between my legs. No, no, no drinks at the bar. No, 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 no night on the town. No manipulation from you can make me betray me now. Oh, do you protect and provide? Oh, do you cheat? Do you lie? Oh, can you lead? Do you pray? Does being with you bring me closer to God? No, if not, then stop. No, no, you can't qualify. Not on my own. I can't waste none of mine. Go fetch you a Barbie to play on your time. You're not a mistake. You're not an afterthought. You're not a liability. You've been created in the image of God. You're not your own. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I am a child of God. I am loved unconditionally. I am chosen. Get up. I am a new creation. You better get it. I'm God's masterpiece. You better work. Those who endure to the end shall be saved. The devil is a liar. He said, when you recognize in your life habitual, watch this word, willful practices of sin, the Lord looked at you and said, son, daughter, you better watch. Cut it off. You better stop it. Lord, they came to me and said, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? And did we not serve on a team? And did we not sing on a platform? Did we not preach sermons? And he's going to say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. You love sin. I never knew you. All right, y'all. Links is in the description. Download and stream my song. Love y'all with the love of Christ. Like the video. Peace out.